Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call and lie Yahweh. Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, teachers at the great millstone piece. Citation to the elect. All right. You got this term that's thrown around, black excellence and all this different stuff, right? What's a high value man? What's this? What's that? Well, the true excellence comes by way of those that bring forth the light, as it says in Isaiah 8:20. It says that they speak not according to this words because there's no light in them. To law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there's no light in them. So who's the true excellent amongst our people? All right. The scriptures refer to Daniel as being man of an excellent spirit. All right. And Daniel, the 5th chapter, right? So the word excellent means unexcelled, distinguished, to be of a superior merit of any kind, surpassing character or qualities common in society. It says uncommonly valuable for any reason, remarkably good. All right, towering, prominent, distinguished, superior, surpassing. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? These dudes of this world, they become, they become something. They take on a persona. They take on some type of image that Esau, props them up to be, and they get a couple shekels, and they're looked at as excellent because they excel in the world, But that's all fake. That's all for the cameras, That's all artificial. But these black leaders, or these well, that's actually the proper term, because the word black meaning devoid of light, or obscurity meaning the absence of light. All right, are leading our people into the grave. All right, they're leading our people straight into the grave. All right, they're leading our people to the voting booth. They're leading our people to to these whorehouses. And ultimately, it's all by design. It's all done by design. By the Most High. All right, because yes, the thin that herd, which the herd, represents 2/3 of our people. They're not, in an excellent spirit. All right. So it says Psalm 16 and verse 1, it says, "Preserve me, O Most High, for in thee do I put my trust." It says, "O my soul, that thou hast said unto the Lord, thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent in whom is all my delight." All right. The goodness of the Lord extends to the Lord's saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent in whom is my delight. All right. And whom is my delight? It says, "Their sorrow shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood I will not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of my inheritance, and of my cup thou maintainest my lot. The lines are falling unto me in the pleasant places. Yea, I have gotten a goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord who have given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, and because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, my glory rejoices, and my flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou will not leave my soul in hell." Yeah, the Lord's not going to leave us in this captivity. All right, he's not going to leave us in the midst of hell. That show you that the Lord's merciful power. All right, which if the Lord will have you burn in hell, why would King David say such a statement? That will not leave my soul in hell. All right. "Neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life, and in thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. All right. So yeah, King David commits something that he should have been burning in hell for, according to these demons, But here it is, the Lord, gave him the sure mercies, which ultimately that's how the throne is going to be established upon the sure mercy of David. All right. So Psalm 16 and verse 3, but to the saints, the goodness of the Lord has been extended, right? To the saints that are in the earth and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. The excellent is the Lord's delight, man. That's the Lord's uh, um lover, his fervent lover. All right, that's his prized possession. The excellent. With great labor, the Lord made them perfect. With great labor have I made them perfect. The grape of the cluster. All right, so the Lord's preserving them. All right, from all this bullshit of this world, man. From Los Blancos. All right, which Los Blancos are having a hard time. These devils. All right. All right. The scriptures tell you, woe to you. Happy is the man that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies, man. All right, and we're beholding the downfall of these of the Galacticos, man. All right, we're beholding the downfall of you Galacticos, man. All right, the Most High is bringing you down before our very eyes, man. All right, so we're blessed. All right, because the word blessed goes into having servants, having slaves, which you devils are going to be our slaves, pursuant to the book of Psalms, the 149th chapter. We're going to bind their nobles with fetters of iron. We're going to bind their nobles, their chiefs. All right, the Rothschild, Rockefellers, their kings will be their nursing fathers and queens, that nursing mothers. And Isaiah the 49th chapter. Okay, now Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, I turn myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do that cometh after the king? Even that which have already been done. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. I myself perceived also that one event happened to them all. Right, so as far as light excelleth darkness, wisdom excelleth folly. All right, which to excel meaning to go past. All right, the scripture tell you the righteous more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked have seduced him. That's why I tell you in Proverbs 3 and 31, envy not thy oppressor and choose none of his ways. All right, the oppressor being these devils, choose none of his ways. All right, which our people are deep. All right, that's why the fool walk in darkness. All right, but as far as light, that excelleth darkness. All right, which are all of these the luminaries of your people are all really in darkness because they're not coming from the scriptures. If they're not coming from the scriptures and they're not in the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, because if they call themselves having any wisdom, they should be calling for the end of this place. If they call themselves being some type of spiritual man, the scripture tell you the wise man will be angry at oppression. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. So these people are not angry because they're comfortable, and they're not like the prophets of old, like Daniel, in whom was excellent spirits found. A man that never sold out. So you do sell out because you don't have an excellent spirit within you, man. All right. So it says Daniel 5 and verse 11. It says, and there is a man in thy kingdom in whom is the spirit of the holy God. And in the days that thy father, light and understanding and wisdom, like the wisdom of the gods, was found in him. Whom the king Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, the king, I say, Thy father had made master of the magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers. For as much as an excellent spirit of knowledge and understanding, interpreting of dreams, and showing of hard sentences, dissolving of doubts, was found in the same Daniel, whom the king made Belteshazzar, named Belteshazzar. Now let Daniel be called, and he will show the interpretation. Then was Daniel brought in before the king, and the king spake unto Daniel. All right. So the 14th verse, I've even heard of thee that the spirit of the gods in thee, and that light and understanding, excellent wisdom is found in thee. And now the wise man astrologers have been brought in before me, that they should write this writing and make known unto me the interpretation thereof, but they cannot show me the interpretation of this thing, right? Because only Daniel was given the spirit of the heavens, all right? Not these heathens, all right? Not these low-born individuals, these devils. But these were heathens. But even amongst his own people, there's only a few wise men. Okay, the scripture tell you that that this wisdom is hid. All right, it's a hidden manna only for your eyes only. All right. Surely the Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets only to his servants, the prophets. Amos 3rd chapter. All right, the 7th verse. Okay, so it says Sirach 48 and verse 22. And for as Ezekiel had done the thing that pleased the Lord and was strong in the ways of David his father, who was great and faithful in his vision, had communed with him. In his time the sun went backwards, and he lengthened the king's life. And he saw by an excellent spirit which should come to pass at the last. The only way you can see through the muddy bullshit and darkness is by having an excellent spirit. That's who the Lord redeemed from amongst men as being the first fruits of the kingdom. All right, Lord willing, you continue to the end. All right, because it's all about enduring to the end, because the job is not done. It says a faithful witness, okay, that stood so stiffly. So he saw by excellent spirit which should come to pass at the last, and he comforted them that mourn in Zion. If you love me, feed my lambs, right? That's a comfort to them that mourn in Zion. The Lord sent these men with excellent spirit. That's black excellence, what they call black excellence. But here it is, they misuse the truly special amongst their people, like they did Yahushua. He said, "No king but Caesar." All right, we have no king but Caesar. All right, this is a stiff necked people that will not hear the law of their power. All right, a rebellious and revolting heart. All right, it's found within these people. That's why they have to be deleted and refreshed in a new body. So Sirach 48 and 24, he saw by excellent spirit which should come to pass at the last, and he comforted them that mourn in Zion. All right. And a foul, evil spirit is found in these people, man. So they're dim, or gross darkness covered the people. Isaiah 60 and 2. All right. They're through like Real Madrid, man. Okay. The brother Dair, man, hey, they're through just like Real Madrid, man. Okay. Los Blancos, man. It's time to jump ship, man. It's time to abandon ship, bro. All right. For Ancelotti. Okay. Ancelotti abandoned ship, man. Yeah. It's all the spirit, man. Okay, because all the cheaters and liars have been the Lord's exposing, man. Okay. That light is shining upon all the cheaters and and Los Blancos, the thieves. All right. They're the thieves, man. These so-called white people. All right. Okay. So it says Proverbs 4 and verse 18. It says, "But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness, and they know not at what they stumble." That's right. The path of the just, the Lord already got the just on the path, man. The path of the just is as a shining light that shining more and more onto the perfect day of the perfect man. Psalms 37:37. Say, mark the perfect man for the end of that man's peace, right? So the path of the just as the shining light that shine more onto the perfect day. The Lord already set the path through something called predestination. He already set up the path. I actually watching the movie last night with Ethan Hawke, the nigga from the white dude. He's the Jake. He has to be a Jake. Him and Edward Norton, those are Jakes. Even though he played this racist devil in one of the movies. But Ethan Hawke was in it. Predestination, which they had some. He basically it was just crazy. I didn't even. It was crazy. I didn't even go all into it because the plot is just. He ended up being his own daughter. He ended up dealing with himself in the past and the future. The shit was crazy. I mean, some Edomite bullshit. But the movie itself was dealing with the predestination and how the if you could change your fate, things of that nature. But the scripture tell you Proverbs 20:24, man's goings with the Lord. So the path of the just already set before them. That shine as a light that shining more and more onto the perfect day. Like Lot was already destined to be delivered from Sodom and Gomorrah, where he was at. You know, like that song say, destined to be mine. The Lot and was destined to be delivered, man. You know. Okay. Likewise, in this time, you know, you have righteous men that the Lord set up as the just. All right. That's the truly excellent, not these fucking niggas, not these entertainers, man. So-called black royalty of today. They're all queers and most. They're all degenerates, lunatics, man. They're running the asylum, like the apostle said, man. The inmates are running the asylum. Okay. It says 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3, it says, for if our gospel be hid, is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the Lord Yahushua, who is the image of the Most High, should shine onto them. For we preach not ourselves, but the Lord Yahushua, and ourselves your servants for Yahushua's sake. For the Most High, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, shine our minds, in His spirit. All right. In the face of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High, not of us. All right. That the excellency of the power, ultimately, because it's really all of the Lord. All right. Because see, these self-made, see, there go that word self-made. All right. These self-made celebrities are self-willed. Scripture speak about being self-willed, man. It's all about them. See, that the glory, so like that, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, 2 Corinthians 4:7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High, not of us. Right. That's where the excellency is from, not of yourself, so not of the self-willed or the self-made. All right. That's what these people try to act like nobody ever gave them nothing. They did everything by themselves. All right. The Lord ultimately, you don't like that damn attitude. That's a wicked, evil attitude, man. You're not, that's an Edomite attitude. The Esau, he don't give no credit to the Lord, but for anything. Or the Esau, basically, he did all this shit by himself. That's what he wants the people to believe. That's why he created all these scientific theories and shit that he puts as law. You know, basically debunking the creator, trying to X out the Messiah. You know, with this whole secular society of his. That's why it's called the beast system. The beast. That's what I refer to as the beast. This whole beast system. You know, it's not set up to worship the Most High. You know, set up to glorify Esau as and his daddy, the spiritual demon Satan. You know, through their rituals. You know, their worship. They do it out in the open in the Super Bowl. That's all these award shows, they're all to altars to Satan, you know. Okay, including Real Madrid, that's an altar to Satan. That's why the Lord is dismantling it, man. Okay, I just had to say that, man. Okay, it says Philippians 2 and verse 15, man, and Kiki, man. Okay, and Kiki Mbappe. Philippians 2 and verse 15, it says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, and among whom ye shine as lights in the world. All these people are of a low moral character and a low value because they're all been compromised by this world, and they're afraid of these devils. They're afraid to tell the truth. These men have become just totally a sad excuse for men, you know. So that's why I say Isaiah 24, the inhabitants of the earth are burnt and few men left. All right, so it says that you may be blameless, harmless, Philippians 2 and 15, the sons of the Most High without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world, holding forth the word of life. That's who shines as lights in the world amongst all this filth, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Yahushua. They have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Right. So, right, because we have a more sure word prophecy, so it's not in vain. You know what we do, even though it seems as though by the foolishness of preaching, it says in 1 Corinthians, the 1st chapter. But that's only foolishness to these people, man, because we understand what this is really all about. You know, to these fools, they're walking on in darkness. All right, there's gospel is hid. Okay, so it seems like foolishness to them, because that light's not shining on them. Now it says 1 John 2 and 8. It says, again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true, him and in you, because the darkness is past and the true light now shineth. All right, now the true light shineth, man, upon a few men of Israel, man. Okay, only the elect. That's all. That's what it's all about. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 6. Therefore, we have erred from the way of truth, and from the light of righteousness for the light of righteousness have not shined onto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through deserts where they lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. And what have pride profited us, or what have good riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things have passed away like a shadow, as a post that passed by. Right. All this vanity. All right. All this, because that's why I tell you, 1 Timothy 5 and 6. She that live in pleasure is dead while she liveth. All right. Because to be carnally minded is death. Right. Spiritually minded is life and peace. All right. That's why there's nothing more valuable than understanding this truth. To know the Lord. All right. Jeremiah 9:23. Let not the wise man glory in his riches. The wise man is glory and his wisdom, or the rich man glory in his riches, or the mighty in his might. But let him rejoice that he knoweth me. Let him glory in that he knoweth me. All right, that he understands the will of the Lord. All right. That's that's everything, that's the beginning of wisdom. That's the fear of the Lord. That's the beginning, which is the stability at that time, strength, salvation. And they're gonna see how valuable that is in the coming times. All right. While these people are starving, the Lord's gonna feed brothers. The Lord's gonna take care of those that stood so stiffly, man. So Sirach 24 and verse 30, 31, it says, I will yet garden my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed, and lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. For I will make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. And I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. Behold, I have not labored for myself, also for all them that seek wisdom. Right? Hey, that show you that the so-called white man could never taint the scriptures. See, I will leave it to all ages forever. I will pour out doctrine as prophecy. The Lord left His word behind intact, in order for us to have it in the time we're in now. You know, that we may be wise unto salvation. You know, because that's the whole point. All right. These people are in darkness, so they think that the Lord's hands short, that He can't preserve His word. You know, that's the white man's book. You know, because they believe that demon, that demon Satan, works on his own accord. Because all this Christian nonsense that's been pumped into their damn brains, you know, in one way or another, they have a zeal, but in the Christian way, with Jesus and shit, they're gonna name the name of Jesus before they ever say the true names. All right, even if you do tell them, they're not gonna believe you. You know? So it says, Psalms 139 and verse 11. It says, if I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to it. But thou hast possessed my reins, and thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. And I'll praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, that my soul knoweth right well. But my substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lower parts of the earth. But thy eyes did see my substance yet being unperfect. In thy book all my members was written, in which continuous was fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Right. So yeah, the Lord has covered us in darkness, man. All right. Even in the night shall light be about me. That's why it says in Psalms 23rd chapter. All right. Though I walk in the valley shadow of death, in darkness I fear no evil. All right. Because that hand covered us, you know, from the beginning, man. All right. Which that's what we come to understand. Again, going back to the whole predestination thing with the movie. You know, we didn't understand that until the light shined up upon us, man. All right. Isaiah 16:1, arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Right. When you getting delivered, man, you know, there's UFOs beaming up the elect, you know, you're seeing men with powers that's raised up as their standard. Man with powers, man, that's a glory to behold. That glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, and the Lord shall rise upon thee. Gross darkness shall cover the people. All right, but everybody gonna open their eyes when they see, you know, things that you've been speaking about come to pass, man. And then they know Ezekiel. Then they shall know third chapter that have probably been among them. All right, the 33. All right, third verse, Isaiah 60 and 30, 60 and 3. It says, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. You small head devils, nobody's coming to the brightness of your rising, because you are the lowest of the low. All right, you're the lowest of the low, so you ain't got no light. These devils are not excellent. There's nothing excellent about a devil. There's nothing excellent about you so-called white people, man. There's nothing excellent about Los Blancos, man. It's just marketing, man. Like the Galacticos, it's just marketing, man. Every time the Galacticos came up with David Beckham and all these people, we crushed them too, and they would crush them now too when they got Mbappe, all these people, man. It just because it's all marketing, it's all hoopla, and you know, that's what the so-called white man is, just with a PR stunt, man. That's the so-called white man. He's a PR stunt. That's all he is. his kingdom is all propped up and shit. It's not even that great. It's always been on teetering on the edge of collapse. Always, these devils always had instability. All right, because they're not excellent people. They're low base individuals. They're always in a fight amongst themselves. See, a paragon is a model or pattern of a special, excellent, or a perfect society, right? A paragon. This devil's society is not a paragon of a society. A person of supreme merit or excellence. A paragon. Touchstone to test gold. Yeah, you could test gold on a paragon, right? Touchstone. It says to test gold, to compare, to sharpen. All right. These devils, the kingdom is at the feet of the statue, man, that Daniel saw. All right. They're part weak and part strong, you know, of an unsure foundation. So it's not a model or a pattern of special excellence. All right. It's a pattern of nothing but fucking failure, man. This society's nothing but failure. So-called white man done nothing but fail miserably over and over again, like Los Blancos, man. Again, okay, nothing but fail over and over miserably and get help by the spiritual demon Satan, by the referees, man. You offside, they it's like, forget about it, you know, goal. It's good, you know. Don't matter. Red card should have been called, you know. You should have been you should have been playing with 4 men, you know. You should have been already half the team should have already been a sent off, man. You devils don't play by the rules. You know, just like Los Blancos, just like these marketing gurus. Exemplary. It says fit to be an example. You devils are not exemplary. You're not fit to be examples, man. Okay, that which serves an example or or pattern or motto. Hey brother. Yeah, I had to do it, man. Yeah, you know, Milan, man. I enjoyed that game, brother. I enjoyed to see the downfall of thy enemies, man. Okay, it's a long time coming, bro. You know, Kiki and Benny nowhere to be seen. Okay, not model citizens, man. Okay, model likeness made to scale architect's set of designs. All right, the architect, the artificer. All right, set up the model citizen, which is the Israelite, man. All right, the Israelite, not the Edomite, man. Not these devils who the Lord then breathed his spirit in. He breathed the spirit of obscurity, a dark fucking evil spirit, man. Obscure, the word obscure means a morally unenlightened individual, a obscure, obtuse individual. You fucking devils are obtuse, man, and obscure, morally unenlightened, gloomy. This is a gloomy goddamn society, man. All right, underneath this beast, underneath this caveman, this fucking place is a gloomy place, man. Okay, dark, cloudy, gloomy, dim, not clear, where you don't even know what to believe. Your ass is looking at the news and all this other shit, and you don't even know what's real, what's not real. You know, the people don't even know what to believe because this devil lies too much. Everything that come out of him, he speak with a forked tongue. You know, everything that comes out of his mouth is gloomy, obscure, dim. Okay, dark, dusky, shady. All right, hard to discern, obscure. Okay, from insignificant ancestors, covered. All right, to conceal, not readily understood, not manifest to the mind of understanding. All right, that's obscure. This devil society is an obscure society, man. Everything about it, murky waters, how to get your citizenship, how to do this, how to do that, whether or not you're going to get reparations. Nothing is ever what happened with the Crown Vicky? You don't even know what happened. You don't know if it's a government op or, you know, which we know, yeah, we know, but the people don't even understand what the hell happened, why I should take this, why I'm being pressured into doing this. You know, all these gray areas, 50 Shades of Gray. That's the damn devil society. It's like a 50 Shades of Gray movie. A very perverse, over-sexualized, a nasty, raunchy society, man. You know, with 50 Shades of Gray every fucking where. All right. The people that walk around dressed like 50 Shades of Gray, you know, They got this shit all on a Halloween night. That shit look like 50 Shades of Grey, man. Halloween night. You know, nothing but little naked little young hoes, man, and old women, cougars out there looking for a young little tender a boy to go and hump on. You know, okay, that's what the night of the witchcraft, the night of Samhain. Right? I think that's how it used to be called. Okay, which they burned some of them Horus witches over there in Salem, not too far up there, the North Shore, up there. Which that's a major capital of witchcraft. That's where one of the heads of the Church of Satan. They got an actual temple over there and all that shit. You know. So it says, not readily understood, obscure, manifest to the mind of understanding. Okay, not illustrious or noted, unknown to fame. Indistinct, without clearness or form or outline. Yeah, this is a damn indistinct society, man. Without clearness, man. Obscure. The Lord said, "I make all things clear, plain upon tables." Okay, plain upon tables. This fucking devil, everything is murky, gray area. You ever looked at one of his laws? How his laws work? This nigga got like 7,000 codes for one fucking violation. It's like code 800.13a dash. Like, what the fuck is all this complication, man? This devil does this legal jargon terminology. You have a employee contract. That shit's like 700 pages. The fucking shit is like, you know, the agreement for anything that you do. Like, you know, you look at the agreement. That motherfucker is like long as hell, you know. And it's all set up to trap you in an agreement, you know, that benefits the manufacturer, whoever it's on the other end, was usually Esau, man. All right. So Habakkuk 2 and verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right. Make the vision plain upon tables. The scriptures speak about the simplicity that's in Yahushua, man. Right. The simplicity. Right. This fucking devil overcomplicates everything in murky waters, man. Bloody waters. So he can so he can entrap, so he can deceive, and so he can win. All right. Because that's the only way he wins. Because if he comes straight at you, you know, why then the wicked elites hide in the shadows, you know. That's all they do. All they do is hide in the shadows. That's their power, and power is secrecy, man. Which, yes, the scriptures do say the Lord is a power to hide himself, but also the Lord, he's declaring his counsel out in the open. He told us to go out in the chief place of concourse, you know, where the people are, you know. So all his counsel is being declared. That says in Acts the 20th chapter. We're clear from the blood of all men. The 26th verse. For he has shunned not to declare unto you the whole counsel. So Matthew 5. Yeah, Matthew 5 and verse 15. It says, neither do men light a candle, right? Because that candle been lit by the Lord. He said, blow out your candlestick, you lukewarm, right? I'll come out, blow out your candlestick, right? But that's why you got to use it to keep the oil burning. The scripture tell you in Matthew 25th chapter that the wise virgins took oil in their lamps. The five foolish spent it up. That's why the candle can't continue. The wick can't continue to be burnt or burning. All right. They tell you in Luke the 12th chapter that be as men having your lights burning. All right. That wait upon their Lord. We're about the 36th verse on down. All right. So it said Matthew 5:15, neither do men light a candle and put it under the bushel, but on a candlestick and give a light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Why would they glorify their Father? If they was righteous, they would glorify the Lord because they would see the prophets are back on the scene. Not like these wicked, evil niggas that want the Lord get put to death. They said we have no king but Caesar. That's 2/3 of our people. They get angry when they see the men of the Lord on the scene. They get pissed off like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, man. They get angry. They see the Lord and his men. They try to kill him. Try to kill John the Baptist. Okay, that fucking whore. All right, she tried to get the John the Baptist killed. You know, because she was doing dirt. You know, okay, she was doing dirt. But yeah, the righteous perisheth, no man laid to heart. Why? Because the wicked walk on every side when the vile are exalted. The vile man is exalted. The cave beast, you know, like the brother used to say, what's that one movie? Cornelius, you know, Cornelius, beware of the beast man, you know. I forget which one of the Planet of the Apes it was. The 27th scroll and the fifth verse, the sixth verse. All right. So it's at Matthew 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that you may see your Father good works and see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right. So your lights will shine, man. All right. That little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, like like that song say. You know? I think it was Aretha. Was it Aretha? But yeah, the counsel of the Lord been declared. All right. And that light so shine forth, which nobody can put out. Nobody can put that light out. All right. This world try to dim it. You know, this world, these devils, they try to put you in a box. They try to turn the lights out, but it's too bright. You know, it's too bright. This devil try to bring these Christians against you. And I try to get women infiltrate you. You know, you got women infiltrating. You got all this other different shit. You know, but nothing can stop this truth. You can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. You got people that took bags. So, all of a sudden, Esau, he did all he could, quote unquote. But now he's gonna bring that sword, which ultimately, that's just gonna prove the prophecy's fulfillment. You know, he gonna be the one that gonna dig that pit for himself. All right, he's gonna fall into the pit which he made. In Psalm 7:15, it said he gonna fall into the ditch which he made for himself. All right, from the moment that he put his hands on us, it was already a done deal. You know, but all this time, he tried to hide this truth, tried to demonize you, guilt you into believing that this is wrong. But see, that light's just too bright. It just shines out of obscurity, man. And those men that have that light, the Lord said that nothing can stop it. And nothing can stop them. That's why he told them, it's not you that speak, it's the Spirit of your Father will speak to you, Matthew 10:20. You know, because this counsel, this if it be of man, would come to naught, but if it be the Most High, shall surely not be able to overthrow it, right? And because things uh, that brothers are saying and brothers are doing, these devils, if they was in their power, they would be able to stop it. Showing you that the Lord, is the one that's in control of all things. Because here it is, you're in their society, you know, in positions, in high positions, but here it is. Ultimately, the men that's in this truth, you out there cursing these devils out in their places of business, showing them that they're the devil, disrespecting them. Years ago you couldn't do no shit like that. They'd have hung your ass by the lamppost in front of the town. But now their power is totally gone. They're low. Devils are low. And you should be happy. You should be rejoicing, not fucking bolding and trying to be their friend and shit like that. Trying to help them up. While they're down. So to kick that devil right in his fucking nose, you know, as he's down, you're supposed to rejoice in his fall. It's gonna tell you the righteous shall wash their feet in the blood of the wicked. You know, you're supposed to, you're supposed to be happy as hell that this devil's perishing, man. All right, but see that show you that your people are in total darkness. You know, total darkness. Right, gross darkness covered the people. Isaiah 16:2. Right, so ultimately, that's why I say give all diligence to make that call election sure. Let your light shine before men, right? That they may glorify your Father which is in heaven until what that day star arise in your heart, right? Until the perfect day where rest is allowed. That says in 2 6:52, where rest is allowed. Rest is not allowed right now. Right now, the light has to shine, all right, and the work must be done, all right. Not the wicked, black excellent of our people are the ones that shine. And the Lord taking away their fucking light from them. The Lord's he gave them their little consolation, their little 15, what they say, 15 minutes of fame. 15 minutes of fame. Everybody gets their 15. Well, these devils got their these black nigga devils. They got their little consolation, little prize. You know, like Kanye said, sold my soul for a few toys, a Happy Meal. You know, it was a crappy deal. Well, you know, they are those that lost patience. You know, they could not wait. They said, "Tarry with me." You know, the Lord said, "Tarry with me." You know, that Peter, you couldn't tarry with me, man. Yeah, curse Peter out, man. That you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait for me, man. Now, what's wrong with you? You got something better to do? Now a nigga act like he got something better to do. All right, but that's why the Lord's not gonna wait for him. He's not gonna wait for him all day long. You know, he already has a remnant, and that's all that matters. 2 Peter 1:19 says, "We also have a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto you do well that you take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star rise in your hearts, knowing this first that no scripture, or no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation, but a prophecy came out of old time by the will of man, but holy men spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit." Right. You do well that you take heed as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn and the day star rise in your hearts. All right. Until the day dawn and the day star rise in your hearts. That's why you're damned if you don't. You know? But you're blessed if you do. All right. As the Apostle Paul said, "I woe is me if I preach not this gospel." Right? That light has, because the Lord's business has to be concluded, man. All right. The Lord's word has to go forth. But you are fulfillments of that word. You know, the elect and the believers. You know, that's their fulfillments of the Lord's story. You know, of that light. They represent that light. They're part of that light that's shining forth onto a day dawn and a day star rise in their hearts. Ultimately, what the coming of the Lord, the marriage being fulfilled. You know, the marriage that we're calling these guests to, right? Which the guests represent the 1/3. That's the guests. That's the guests of the VIP guests. You know, they had the garments on. You know, the proverbial garments on. Right. So, anyways, with that, I'll leave it there. I'll say, "Call name like Howell, Bashim Ashai Bashim, or Kakodash." I don't want to start posting peace citation onto the Lord's elect. So we have more show with prophecy. We're on to you do well. 2 Peter 1:19. That you take heed as unto a light that shine in a dark place until the day dawn, day start rising your hearts. All right. So, day, shalom, shalom.